All right, so the first thing I want to do here, guys, is talk about or answer Danny's question. It says, Bradley, hey, could you explain schema more in depth? What exactly is it and how important is it? Schema is language that is developed specifically for the search engines to kind of explain what the page is about or elements of the page in a language that the search engines understand. So schema, is powerful when you reference entities, which an entity can be a person, place, or thing, and it helps the search engines and bots understand what the page is about, and it helps them to understand the associations between or relationships between entities, which is how connected schema or connected data items is supposed to work when done right. I see it done wrong a lot. I am not a schema nerd. I can't create connected data on my own unless I use some sort of an app that does it for me because I get cross-eyed looking at schema. I really do. So I don't like to do that. I'm not the schema nerd, but I use Jesper's schema writer app, which I'm going to give you an example of that in a minute. That's working really well for me. I like it. It still requires quite a bit of manual editing once it generates the schema with the AI, but it's very good. It's very thorough, and I would rather spend my time subtracting non-relevant entities or mentions or whatever from schema than trying to build schema from scratch. In other words, I liked Jesper's tool because it creates a schema that pulls in very like everything that it thinks is related, and a lot of stuff is non-relevant, not to the particular project. And then so you still have to go in and manually review it and edit things out and all that, and that's fine. It's still way more thorough than if I were to go out and try to build it from scratch myself. I really like it, and he continues to develop. I'll give an example of that in a minute, but hopefully you understand what that is. Schema is a great way to help the search engines understand what the page is about and how elements of the page relate to other parts of the business, the brand, etc. Okay.